Alright, so just got out of Call Me Izzy. One person show. You know what? It's like with all the one person show situations, generally speaking, it's really sort of hard to rate them because they're always good. There's always a lot of effort being put in on part of the actor or actress in this case. This was a story of a domestic abuse victim, and she was a poet, and it was really well done. I enjoyed it. It was emotional, captured my attention throughout. Really difficult to rate these things though, because it's like when it comes to the New York City theater scene, I always put these at the end of my list. It's a Monday, and on Monday nights there's not a lot to see, so I decided to see this because why not? I forgot my darn glasses. That irritated me, but I don't want to put the show down in any way or shape or form, because like I said, it's just the palette of a one-person show, and what are you gonna do? Overall, I thought the plot was pretty good. It was nice. I don't know how to rate this thing. I'm gonna have to give it some time to think about, on the idea of does it deserve a Broadway stage? I don't know. Does any one-person show ever deserve a Broadway stage? Sounds a little bit difficult to say that, right? I really don't know what to say about this one. I did enjoy it. That's the thing about theater, is it leaves you with this either excitement or a melancholy, and it affects you emotionally like television and movies don't, like real life does. So as I'm going to be walking around here, I'm going to be pondering and thinking about the show. Probably give it like an 80. But would I recommend people who are from out of town go see something like this? No. Would I recommend everyone who likes one-man shows go see it? Or one-woman shows? Yeah, of course I would. So, I thought the story was really awesome. From this point further, I'll do some spoilers. The storyline was a woman she had cheated on her husband one day, and the husband had, grown in a lot of resentment. And he became quite abusive. Not that that's an excuse for anything there. He became abusive, physically abusive to her, and despised her. And she was a writer, and she was forced to write on toilet paper in the bathroom. And she had 10 years worth of notebooks and toilet paper and everything else that she could possibly write down, all stored up in her closet, until one day he came and he lit it all on fire. And as a writer, they were able to really demonstrate that was a part of her soul. Felt like she was being lit on fire in the moment when that happened.
I didn't like him anyway.
And the show was honest about how she shared in the responsibility of why he became the way that he was, but she inevitably left him. And it was well done. It was emotional. So, hey, that being said, I gotta stop forgetting my glasses. That'll never happen again. I mean, it's like I'd like to have a little bit more emotion regarding it. I feel bad that I don't want to say that all one-man shows are a certain way, but they have a stigma to them. She really acted her butt off, I think the subject matter of the show was like, it can't be like a wow, like, are you watching this? Wow, this is so good, everybody's gonna see it. With the subject matter, I mean, there's only so much drama that you can suck out of those pipes, like when you're doing a one-man show and they're playing multiple characters like that. I mean, obviously those are the type of shows that are a little bit easier to get behind, but then sometimes it's a little too much and it's a little bit too weird. But I'm trying to remember the last time I seen a one-person show that I was just like, this is really the best thing I've ever seen. It's so wonderful. Rated up there in the hundreds. But I do feel like every time I see a one-person, it has an emotional impact that's a little bit more consistent. You know what I mean? Probably not. I barely know what I mean. I think it's like before you go into it, like you're not really even looking forward to it that much. So if it's just absolutely not terrible, then that's a good day, right? Anyhow, let's call it an 80. Let's call it a day, and let's make it an 80.